Last February, we went to bed and woke up to sewage and water in our basement. What had happened was at the junction of Fountain and 11th Street up there, about half a block away, the water main burst because of warm temperatures that day, and it punched a hole where there was a Band-Aid on a sewer pipe. And because of that, it forced all the water through the sewer pipe and up into our basements. At one point, I had just inches away from 3 feet of sewage. It was category 4 black water in our basement.
I had roughly 17 inches of water in the basement. Some had more, some had less, but from that point, from a year ago, it's come a long ways. A lot of sheetrock had to be ripped out, all the flooring had to be ripped out.
We bought this house knowing it was going to be temporary, so then when the flooding had happened, we immediately were devastated knowing it was going to be a setback.
We called Service Master, they came and they started hauling out, but the city came in right away because it was obviously an emergency. They came in and started hauling things out. The Red Cross came with cleaning things, and they opened Red Cross shelters for us. I'm getting emotional. It was really scary losing half your house to something that gross. You know, it's like, normally if a water main breaks, it goes out in the street, everybody's inconvenienced, but it doesn't go in your home. And normally when a sewer main breaks, you might get a little backup, or if your trailer backs up, you get a little bit in the basement, but you don't get power jetted like we did. My washing machine had floated and pulled out from the wall. I had 18 inches of sediment once the water was out. That was just sewage.
Everything was floating. I remember that. I came in there and the carpet was floating, and all of her brand new stuff that was in the packaging and everything else, the food, the books, I gotta remember, everything that was in there was all floating. Appliances, all the different things that we received, the deep fryer, everything was just on the sewage water.
It's so disheartening. You know, people don't think about that when you look at a small home. All of the homes on this street are fairly small. We're looking at footprints between 800 and maybe 1,100 square feet on the main floor. So most of us have finished our basements and are using it as living space because we need to. But I found out from a friend of mine across the street that Peace Church had been at this meeting and offered help with cleanup. And I've never really been on that end of things.
And it's not easy to ask for help too, you know? Especially, I don't know, I struggle with that a lot, asking people for help. And I think that you guys helped us in a way that like we didn't feel, you guys didn't make us feel like you made us feel like you wanted to be here and you wanted to help us. And that's like something that's really rare to find. And I think that's something that you guys should know, that a lot of your church members have that.
I have to say that the smiles and the faith was probably just as important as the help. And then everybody came in and started talking about rebuilding, which completely floored me.
A lot of people from our church and your guys' church, they went together and kind of gave us a wedding shower, which we really, really appreciated, and really thank a lot of people for that. And it was really amazing to see. We got pretty much all our things that we had that we weren't able to do, we were able to get back and able to salvage the stuff. And we got our second wedding shower, we got quite a bit of different things and stuff back.
But then I was in tears all the time because it was so overwhelming to be on that end of things. And everybody was so kind and so sweet. I felt supported in a way that wasn't just about labor. And they just went over the top because they didn't stop there. It was like they painted the drywall, they painted, they put in carpet.
And I really liked how my kids were able to experience something like that gives them hope, and hopefully that will show them that there are good people out there. And will hopefully, even though they're young, but maybe learn from this. You know, you can give to somebody and not expect anything in return, and that's what you need to do in life.
If Peace Church weren't able to come out and help us, I don't think our basement would be done. We were pretty eager to start a family, and luckily we were blessed to get pregnant with this little man. We're able to come home now and enjoy this beautiful house and the nice room downstairs with our son Jackson here.
If Peace wouldn't have come in to help, I've thought about that quite a bit actually, because I was praying so hard for a miracle, and you guys were my miracle. It would have taken years.
There's no way this neighborhood and those individuals that Peace helped out would have never recovered the way they did without, from financials to physical work to the thought to even coming in and asking if we needed help. Right from the beginning to the end, yeah, there's no way. I would say most of us either went to finish the basements off or would have been still working on them.
We can't say thank you enough to the people who came out and helped us, to the people who donated their time, who donated their money, and even just their thoughts and prayers to everybody who was affected by the flooding.
I don't think thank you is enough for everything that you have done for us.
Out of all that negative, there's a lot of positive coming out of that.
We both lived in Milwaukee for a significant amount of years, and you don't even know your neighbor in Milwaukee. And then you come here and, something like this happens, and these churches and these people with great hearts and amazing personalities reach out and just to help somebody they don't even know is just amazing. So I think the work that you guys do at Peace Lutheran is great, and you guys really do change lives, and continue to do what you're doing because you guys are definitely helping people more than you know.